And our top focus today, a somber morning in Maharashtra. The mortal remains of Ajit Pawar will begin their final journey. From the hospital, his body was taken to his residence in Kathewadi, a place that has witnessed decades of public life, political battles, and personal moments. A home that today stands silent in grief. From there, the journey will move to the Gadima Auditorium, where the public will be given time to pay their last respects to their beloved Ajit Dada. Leaders, party workers, and ordinary citizens all are expected to gather united in this time of grief. Later, the mortal remains will be taken to Vidya Pratishthan, where Ajit Pawar will be laid to rest with full rites. Senior NCP leader Supriya Sule has confirmed that the last rites will begin from 11 a.m. Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP National President Nitin Nabin is also set to attend the funeral. A final goodbye from the people that served and the Baramati, who likes to call him the Ajit Dada. I'm being joined by News9 input editor Brijesh Pandey is with me in the studio, and senior journalist Reni Abraham is also with us on the broadcast. Brijesh, Baramati's favorite son is now gone forever. Leaders are there to pay their last respects to Ajit Dada, to their beloved man, a man whose political life is described as full of drama, full of rebellion, and a reunion. Last goodbye to a tall figure in Maharashtra's politics.
Well, absolutely. The fact of the matter is that the entire cabinet is going to be here at in Baramati to pay their last respect to the man. And what we have also gathered is that Home Minister Amit Shah, and along with BJP National President Nitin Nabin, is also going to be there at the Baramati to pay their last respect to the departed soul. One thing is very clear, Nancy, that Ajit Pawar strode the political like a colossus as far as the politics of Baramati is concerned, as the politics of Maharashtra is concerned. He was said to be a man who almost became the chief minister of Maharashtra. The place where his body is right now, his home. And if you listen to the commentators who have written reams and reams about the kind of enigmatic man that he was, very hardworking, working under the shadow of one of the most enigmatic politician, Sharad Pawar, and then later on getting out of his shadow, breaking away, forming a separate party, getting to become deputy chief minister at least 3 times, and then but never becoming the chief minister. And he's going in such a bizarre way. Is something that has stunned people in Maharashtra. And if you listen to what the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said, and all the political party cutting across political line, the kind of outpouring of love which has come forward, it gives you a glimpse of what the man exactly was.
Absolutely. I would like to bring in now senior journalist Reni Abraham is also with us on the broadcast. Last farewell, Reni, to our the Baramati's favorite son, man who has been the longest serving deputy chief minister in Maharashtra under different governments. This is definitely an end of a big chapter of the Maharashtra politics.
Good morning, Nancy. You're very correct in saying what you do. In fact, I will add to that he has had a long tenure as the finance minister of Maharashtra, 11 times, including the last 2 years under the MVA dispensation. And you are correct in saying that it's the end of a huge chapter in Maratha politics. We must realize that Ajit Pawar was taking forward the legacy of Maharashtra's tallest Maratha strongman, his uncle, Sharad Pawar. And that chapter has effectively ended before it could begin. Now, I would like to, agree with Brij Mohan on the fact that Ajit Dada was unable to ascend to the post of chief minister as most politicians aspire to. But it was not that he could not. He should have. become the chief minister of Maharashtra in 2004, when the NCP, which was undivided back then, had secured more number of MLAs in Maharashtra than the Congress, with whom they were going to form an alliance. It took close to 2 months of uncertainty, with both parties refusing to budge, after which, however, Sharad Pawar allowed the Congress to take over the chief minister post. By virtue of numbers, that should have been Ajit Pawar's time to have been anointed as the chief minister. But there you are. I mean, that didn't come about. And it was in 2014 elections that Sharad Pawar then announced formally that if this time we are able to secure more MLAs than the Congress, we will not forsake the post of chief minister. Unfortunately for him, 2014 was when the people of India anointed Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the leader to head the center, and also 6 months later elected the BJP in Maharashtra with 122 MLAs to become the rulers of the state. So Ajit Pawar was therefore denied his due, one could say, that should have happened in 2004. And so that remains an unfulfilled dream that he had, and truly the end of a big chapter in Maratha politics that mainly controls Maharashtra.
Right. Ajit Pawar's death has left many questions that unanswered about the plane crash, about what has happened. But one more question that remains unanswered is now who will lead the NCP, Brijesh? Now the fate of NCP's leadership is now hanging in balance with Ajit Pawar gone. Is there somebody who has the mass appeal that Ajit Pawar had as a leader who will now take the lead of NCP as a party?
Well, I think, nature abhors vacuum and politics more so. It's extremely unfortunate that, at the time of grieving, we have to indulge into also an act of who after Ajit Pawar. But such is life. And I think one of the key question that is in everybody's mind, after the initial shock of Ajit Pawar's sudden and, extremely unfortunate demise has been this question: who after Ajit Dada Pawar? And that is one question which is there in the mind of NCP leaders, which is there in the minds of political analysts, and which is also a mind of BJP. Because, if you look at the power dynamics, the trio shared, which is Eknath Shinde, Ajit Pawar, and the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Ajit Pawar and Fadnavis almost, sided with each other more often than Eknath Shinde, who always used to drive a very hard bargain as far as the cabinet calculation is concerned. So with the demise of Ajit Pawar, now Devendra Fadnavis will have to deal with Eknath Shinde, and it will be very, very interesting that who is going to replace Ajit Pawar on two fronts: A, as a deputy chief minister; B, as the leader of NCP. Now what is happening is that there is only one leader who has appeal cutting across both factions of NCP, which is Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar's uncle. He has the respect, he has the authority, he has the bandwidth, which is respected by both sides. There are many questions, where half of Marathi journalists would believe that the split in the NCP was real, and then there's an equally strong other half section who would say that whatever the split was, it was only in theory. In practical, both Ajit Dada Pawar and Sharad Pawar were working in unison. If you remember, right, one of the interview which was given by Ajit Pawar to a news channel, he very clearly said that, this split is artificial. Sharad Pawar, his uncle, knew everything. So I think, one of the key contender is going to be Sharad Pawar, the topmost contender, where, the both factions gets united and he returns at helm of affair. Other than that, the chances are, whenever you are a regional party, the control would usually lie with the party, with the family. And this makes Sunitra Pawar, his wife, and also Rajya Sabha MP, another very strong contender as far as who will take over the reins of NCP. There's also, Sunil Tatkare, who is a lone Lok Sabha MP, is, the president of NCP, state president of NCP, and there are a couple other more. But I think, it is going to be an extremely challenging task for the NCP to make sure that the two factions stays united. Otherwise, it is either going to be all to Sharad Pawar or a sizable chunk of MLAs who might find it very, very tempting to side with the power to be.
Right. I would like to bring in Reni once again. Reni, when we talk about NCP's leadership, the one faction that it can be a challenge for is also Devendra Fadnavis. BJP's Maha Yuti, Ajit Pawar's faction did bring in 41 MLAs for the Maha Yuti. It is important for Devendra Fadnavis to keep those 41 MLAs intact. If we see that the both factions of NCP did merge together, it is going to be a big challenge for the BJP-led Maha Yuti in Maharashtra as well.
Well, Nancy, you're right. The BJP particularly will not want to destabilize their very comfortable majority they enjoy in the Maharashtra state legislature. Of the 288 MLAs, the BJP alone was able to elect a record 132 MLAs from its own party. So mathematically, even just with the support of the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena, the BJP will not have any challenges of numbers in the state. Having said that, the BJP, as we see in the NDA model at the center, they are very, very organized and pragmatic when it comes to their alliance partners. You see Modi ji doing the same, and that is exactly why people like Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu, right after the Lok Sabha of 2024, when everybody was saying that they would be the first to desert the NDA bandwagon, I remember saying on your channel that that was not even a possibility because these alliance partners had been very nicely nurtured by Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the years since 2014 that they came together. So in Maharashtra, the numbers don't worry the BJP, which has got a record 132 MLAs of its own. You know, they bettered their 2014 mark of 122 MLAs by getting 10 more elected this time round. So numbers don't worry. But to answer your earlier question about the Pawar clan, see, we are seeing one thing as of yesterday, which is very clear as day. Supriya Sule has taken pole position. Now we must understand the history of the NCP party, which was undivided, at which time Supriya Sule had to look at national pastures, politically speaking, and focus on Lok Sabha, whereas Ajit Dada Pawar ruled the roost in Maharashtra. Now, that equation has changed, and I can also sense Supriya Sule's prominently handling of the entire funeral preparations and the visibility that is ensuing therein to suggest that there are adequate number of options that are being actively considered. So, like you mentioned, it could be Sunetra Pawar, Ajit Dada's bereaved wife. It could be Supriya Sule. And if the NCPs decide to merge together in the wake of Ajit Dada's demise, you could also have Rohit Pawar being elevated suddenly. So it's not a lack of options. It's about how they are able to having
Any,
cut off from the
Reni, bridges this
BJP.
side.